It's been a while, everybody. Um, yeah, let's talk about that. Um, I guess where do I really begin? Um, say, I kind of built this ship like a long time ago. I'm gonna chill here for just maybe a second. And I didn't make this right, but I made it pretty good. Um, so it's been a while since I've actually like done like any talking during my streams. Normally, I kind of just do it just for gameplay's reasons, and usually that kind of just does it for me for the most part. But lately, uh, streams have still been coming out, pretty good. But I've been in like a Twitch rut for months now. And to be fair though, it's on me. I don't do this nearly enough. I don't do this for long enough, and then I do this at the worst possible time for my audience. The time I'm doing this is not exactly peak level for Twitch. It might be for some people, but probably for like my area, probably not so much. But that's okay. So that's on me. The other thing being is I'm kind of going through it's not, I don't want to say it's like burnout or whatever, but just I'm kind of getting fed up of doing, you know, as I've gone like further in life and stuff like that, I'm realizing that the Twitch and the YouTube have not really gone much in the time I do this. I'm kind of just doing this kind of like just like as a fun like side like fun time like hobby kind of thing, and for the most part that's kind of okay. But the very little things that I do really get noticed, and so unless I did like a major 180 and really started to put in editing in my work, which it's possible, but with having to juggle like two jobs plus this, it's like I can't put full-time streaming or full-time YouTube into two jobs. So not exactly in the mood to really do that, and I don't know if I can really like commit to that yet. We're seeing how everything works out, but it's just I don't know. I just and then of course then there's the YouTube aspect of things. Twitch is whatever. Twitch is entirely my fault because I'm doing this at bad times for not long enough. Half-hour streams here and there. That's whatever. That's on me. But with YouTube, there's the things where it's like just doing this game because I'm not talking over certain audio bits which are copyrighted by C4 18, and that's getting kind of annoying because it is something I have to then deal with. It's even just doing that small of an edit, which is automatic because just slap that out. You slap in some YouTube free music and stuff like that because I don't have a music studio just lying around or something like that to just find decent music or whatever. You've had to think of a decent YouTube library to go through. So at least I had that on hand. And setting towards night. So I think if I had that on there, most of the time I just muted it anyway, and then the copyright, thank goodness, just gets fixed anyway. Otherwise I'd probably have to like just delete it and then like have Twitch then resend it, which is already annoying enough as is, and I don't like doing that. Especially if I found this out much later, then that's already another problem. And I'd rather not have to do that. Because again, it's more time. Even because it puts a delay on when the stuff comes out because it has to be edited properly, with the song point it out. And sure, like, it'll be fine, like, if I did it, you know, right then and there. Simply because this stream, for example, is not going to come out till, like I said, I'm streaming this in January. It's not coming out till September, I think, of next year. Because I'm that far ahead. I'm pretty sure. If I did this right, I'm either September... No, I should be. I'm September of next year. Because I do one live stream every week. 52, you know, streams somehow. Because I think currently I'm still in, at the time of this recording, for where Yu-Gi-Oh! is still being currently on the export schedule. So that's, I think, still being played out because I think, if I remember seeing this correctly, I think I just now got into Zexal on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duels campaign. So I haven't done the Minecraft Hardcore, like, in a fair amount of time. So that's one thing. But actually, you know what? I kind of just thought about this. Why having me just trip around like an idiot? I thought about this. I can actually do something productive. Still looking for mending for my axe. So you know what? We can just do that. That's not a bad idea. Looks like I'm doing something. Yeah. So that's kind of where I'm at. I'm kind of just at that. Oh yeah, I need to take the box back. So the fish always comes naturally to it. So, because, and I guess another great example of this is, you know, Faith Webinar, if you're watching this, you know, hey man, listen, kudos on you know, your, you know, rapid change in content. But, you know, and it's working really well for him, and I'm really happy about that. But at the same time, though, it's also a major, like, demotivator, because it's something that's fairly low effort. You know, I'm putting in at least a bit amount for the description, stuff like that. You know, I thought I was getting by on bare nothings, essentially. He might be getting away with less, and that's okay, because, you know, it's fine. It's new content, you know, it's something that people would want to see, and that's fine, you know. And maybe I've, you know, run my course on Minecraft Hardcore, but, settles, whatever. We'll see. So that's kind of where I'm at with the update. It's just, I'm kind of trying to find that sort of, like, second wind. Because the first one's running out of air. And that's really it. That's really all I got going on. Yeah, I'm really debating. You know, there's been some stuff that I've had on backward. Like, I've had, you know, some dumb, like, very short, video ideas, like, floating around. Like, I have, like a list I keep on my phone. And I've had these ideas listing, like, on, like, my ideas list for, like, one of them I'm pretty sure has been since, like, last year. I would do those kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh! Like Vine shorts, whatever, and they're perfect for it. But I don't think I did one last year. And it's kind of nice not having to worry about that. And then I guess that's kind of another thing too to add to it. So then why not, instead of you know, like, oh, just take a break and then edit stuff, and then you could do a quality over quantity kind of thing. Okay, here's the thing. Doing this a nice procrastination way, you kind of try to do things that you would rather do, and that's kind of how it was even when I was first starting doing the YouTube, something like that. I would exhaust all possible avenues to do stuff, which thank goodness I don't have, you know, social media and stuff like that. So that makes it really easy not to get distracted through any social media, which is nice because you don't have to worry about a Discord, a Twitter, nothing like that. And sure, yes, I understand that can also help, grow the audience here, but being honest here, no one watches these things. And that's okay. I've made my peace with it. I'm kind of just doing this just because I want to do it. I know I took a bit of a break, but that was kind of, thing. I had a good system going where I was pouring in a lot of time and a lot of effort into this, but then once, that momentum wore out, like that's where I ended up, I got to 50 and I thought, okay, maybe there's a way I can get this to sort of, because I at least just wanted to try to get this to at least, affiliate. If I could have gotten Twitch to affiliate, I'm like, okay, maybe there's something in it where this can do it. But then, I stare every night as I look on that, that sidebar off this Xbox, and, you see this big goose egg 0 every time. And that's okay. Sometimes, you get, like, the one, like, person who, like, comes in, but they don't ever say anything, and that's okay, They're trying to, get a, feel for what the content is, and when you have a guy who's not saying a single thing, I'd probably leave too. I just know that there are some people, and I'm kind of one of those people, where, sometimes just listening to the soundtrack, and just going along with it, because the problem I've always had, and I still do to this day, is I don't ever really have anything good enough to talk about. For, there's people who could do this for like hours on end and stuff like that, and it's like, yeah, sure, there's stuff I could talk about, but once again is, if I had someone else to talk to, that'd be different. Otherwise, I'm kind of just talking about things just for the sake of talking about things. Like, okay, great example. Even on the YouTube aspect of things, no one really saw the Twitch aspect, but this is another great example. Is I talked about, like, as it came out, or like week of, or whatever came out, was the second Spider-Man movie in Holland's trilogy, which was The Far From Home. Which, and I'll admit, I was kind of bummed out with Mysterio, but it was an okay movie. That's actually kind of not bad. I kind of need to replace this bow. So after no one watched it, basically on Twitch, no one then proceeded to watch it on YouTube. Which, in all fairness, though, once again, is the fatal flaw for backlogging. Is I'm talking about Spider-Man Far From Home as I saw when it first came out, and most people would be like, okay, bam, comes out, this week. I didn't, like, 8 months in advance. And so by then, like, home release already come out, and that's it. Like, everyone would want to talk about the movie day of, or something like that. And that's what I did. I talked about day of. It's backlogged on YouTube, though, well past, like, it's talk about date. That'd be like me playing, like, with you or something like that. And it's like, okay, here's the newest card that's, sweeping the meta or whatever, like that. I'll tell you guys my thoughts in 8 months from now. Well, it could be gone. It could be irrelevant. It could have gotten banned. It could have, whatever. Do I even really need sounds? I don't think I do, but take them. Control. Because this is all full, right? I wonder. I don't know if I can. Actually, hang on. I don't think you can. I'm pretty sure you can. I don't know if you can put a door on top of chest. You know what? We'll just have Wait, 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 wait. Hello, my friend. Okay. So you know what? We're gonna have to think of a name now for you, because now you're actually gonna be useful. I'm just gonna fill him up with saddles. Okay, well, I mean, he is a mule. I'm also gonna drop off this bow. I know I have like garbage bows and like regular bows. Yeah, I think that's what I'm doing. Because I think I'm in the process of trying to make another one. Flame, infinity, punch, yeah. I think that's what I'm doing. Actually, hang on. Let's figure this out. Power, punch, unbreaking, flame. What do I got? Okay, so I need flame, infinity, unbreaking, punch. Power, punch, infinity, 3. Power, unbreaking, infinity. Oh, I think that kind of just flame, right? Flame? Power, infinity, punch. Oh, I think I need 2 punches. Nope, that does 2 punches. Yeah, so this should be everything, right? Just kind of curious then. Let's see how much this all would be. Wow, 21 would be backwards. 19, okay. 19, 17. Not bad. Not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. I think it gives me like a brand new one, so I mean I'll get to it and I probably have the levels for it. As if having 200 levels wasn't enough. But kind of one of the reasons why I'm continuing doing this for so long is because I think, to my knowledge, and I could be very wrong, I believe since October of 2019, 2020 maybe? Might be 2020, something like that. I have the longest running Xbox One edition of Hardcore Survival, because I'm still stuck playing this. I say stuck, but you know. And then, oh, and sure, you know, there's other games that I could play for Twitch, because that's a thing too. But I don't buy many games. I don't. I did buy a new one recently, a couple months ago. I did buy the Need for Speed, Hot Pursuit remastered. Yeah. And then it crashed my Xbox. So, oh, and not only does it crash the Xbox, like the game crashes, like itself for like a quote unquote remastered game, it is barely playable. And you can't argue, it's like, oh, you know, clear from space or whatever. A grand total, I have like 8 games maybe total of this, and Minecraft is 2 of them. Okay, so it's not game space for sure. It's not game space. Don't you dare talk to me about game space. I don't know if this has ever been explained, but the reason why I always do kind of the silent gameplay as well, in addition to no one watching, and then what's really the point? there's a lot of stuff that I like to watch on YouTube, like get off from like my work and stuff like that. That since this stuff's not paying the bills, and not even going to pay like the fun money side bit stuff like that. What's kind of the point? So I kind of just, what? By the way, I also been meaning to do this. Let's try 3. Apparently, this game music is too freaking loud. Hang on. It's still kind of loud. Yeah, that should be fine. Hang on. Okay, I think 2's just about right for me. What else we got? I think that's about like the ones that I want to play, really. I'm going to be honest here. We'll go back to Ward. I'm really just trying to keep the freaking copyright off. And again, it's like not saying that doing that is the worst thing in the world. Oh sure, you just got to trim a song. I just trimmed something from the audio library. Move on. Okay, it wasn't the worst thing in the world. But a lot of the times, I'm just like, whatever. It's added stuff I don't want to do. I'm sorry if I also was tangenting this. The big reason why I don't do a quality over quantity thing, I think I was going along with this, is here's a great example here. I was sitting on a good couple episodes of Poor Man's Yu-Gi-Oh! I was maybe sitting on like a year and a half's worth of product that I'm like, hey, I'll get around to doing this eventually. I'll find like, a rainy day and I'll do it then. I say a lot of these things that like, oh, I'll do it when like, something happens or whatever. I barely have time enough to organize these like stacks upon stacks of like Yu-Gi-Oh cards I have just to organize them just so I can find this stuff later on if it ever comes up to it. I still have stacks I need to go through, and that's what I spend, a couple of my days doing. Bull. So, like, if that's already been up, that's already like a good couple hours of it, and then like, ooh, name tag, sweet. I still want to like see my family. I still want to like do stuff with my family, eat, relax, I don't get much like free time, and having to edit, quote unquote, is not exactly something I want to do. This is why I've been really content, and that's the best way I'm going to describe it, with doing this kind of like stream process here, at least for me. Ooh. Okay, I'm just gonna drop this stuff off. Because doing these streams is relatively low effort for me. And it sounds bad, but it's the honest to God truth. It's a very low effort thing I just don't have to worry about. I can just do a stream however I want. Silent as the grave. Because I just don't know what to talk about. And I really don't. If I had, something to go off of, or if I'm with like, B-Web or something like that, then that's fine. It's something to go off of. Or when I do it with not Voltage or Beefy or something like that, that's fine, because then I have something to go off of. The only thing I wish they could hear them too. I don't know why that's still a thing, but I don't need that. So that's whatever. Then at least there'd be some back and forth between us instead of having to hear only one person talking. So that's one thing. As for the poor man's Yu-Gi-Oh, another name tag. So I was sitting on that product for a year and a half. I'm finally okay, listen. I was finally cleaning some stuff out. I'm like, okay. I took a day off from work, from everything. I sat down and I filmed all of it. It's all filmed. The problem though is where it's the same thing with this. Because now I have to take the chip out of the camera. I have to then upload into my editing software, make any of the edits that I have to do. Man, getting some Confidence today. Which I already don't want to do. I really don't want to have to do that. This is why there's not a lot of, quote-unquote, full descript, that was weird. Yeah, full description, edited talking videos and stuff like that it's a lot of work. It's a lot of time. And it's just something I really don't want to do. At some point, I'll get around to editing those. But I still have to wait for that stuff to do. It's a good grief voice. Hello. Okay. Round flesh, that's weird. It's still something that I have to then wait on. I can't get all of the editing done in one day, everything else, because unlike with where I have with this, is as soon as this is done, I log on to the stream manager, whatever, make a quick highlight, which is usually a couple minutes, or at least I try to. The whole freaking stream might be the highlight at this point, because it's basically just an update video. That's basically what I've been doing. This is just an update video. That or especially if I wanted to film something, filming something, if I had to take another time off from work. If I wanted to finally sit down, film it, edit it, put everything together, put all this stuff together, make the thumbnail and stuff for it. Otherwise, it'd take so long. And I understand it works for other people and other YouTubers where they can take the time to do it. But the problem that I have with it is the same problem, which is what's going currently on right now, is it take me years to do it. And as much as I would love to all of a sudden just disappear from YouTube, I'd rather none say we did. Because this is at least giving me something to do. And that's kind of why I'm doing a bare bones kind of job, for lack of a better term. It's something for me to do. Otherwise, I just spend more time relaxing, basically. That's the best way I can put it. If I seriously woke up the next day, other than the fact that I miss all my music and stuff like that, but if someone finally said, hey, listen, I don't have to make anything anymore, I wouldn't really miss not doing it. It'd be nice to take a good break. And I've been doing at least one Thursday upload for 8 years now since I made the channel. I know, and oh my gosh, I know I took a break because the camera exploded. But see, and that was the thing. You know, even just doing it in like the early days, it was already a hassle. But I didn't because I was still in school. I had the time to do it. And that was okay. You know, at the time, I could get away with that kind of stuff. I had the time to kind of goof around. You know, the stuff was terrible. You know, and just it was what it was. You know, everyone's gonna start small. But as time went on, like I'm like, okay, I at least got to put in a base level effort, and that's where I think I am today. I'm at like that base level effort. You know, and sure, if I put in more, I'd get more, and I get that. But at the same token, though, I've gotten where I've gone, you know, doing it my way. Yeah, I've gotten the views that I've gotten my way. You know, this is kind of like my own special niche, you know, corner of things, you know? This is kind of like why I don't want to give up doing the hardcore unless I die. Then if I die, oh my gosh. But this is kind of like what might be my like niche corner is me doing hardcore Xbox One edition of Minecraft. You know, for lack of a better term, this really is kind of like my record. And sure, you know, if another game like comes out, you know, I'll probably like, you know, do that. But that's the thing, it's just I don't really have the time to play stuff. This is a literal perfect de-stressed unwind game in every sense of the word. You know, I am fairly loaded out that I can, unless I like spaced out and broke my pickaxes, which would be awful because I mean, I have like stuff to like replace stuff like that, and then I have like stuff to replace the armor and stuff like that, but it still wouldn't be a major setbacks, and I'd hate having to go back to fishing for a mending book. You know, I'm still not even fully mending now because I'm still waiting for the axe, essentially, which is not immediately needed. Cool. Well, it's 2 nights for the mountain update I'll never get. Ooh. You guys really don't need leather boots. It's okay. It was nice getting that stuff. So, that's kind of where I'm at. You know, just like, and that's really what kind of like brought on me talking is, you know, YouTube, once again, it's for 2 of the videos I did for the upstreams or whatever. Because I'm like, okay, I might have a chance to like bring that back, you know, I might be able to like to do something with it. And then like, hey, you have a copyright claim from, I assume C4 118's company or whatever, that, you know, even though the background music is free to use for it, you can, you know, argue your case, which again is going to take more of my time because they want, you know, an explanation for it, which I don't nearly care enough to do. I'm going to be putting up a 0-viewed Minecraft video. Do you really think I want to argue my case over a 2-minute, you know, snippet on a 5.5-hour Twitch stream? You could say that there was 4 hours of it that was copyrighted, and I still would have said, nah, you can take it. Whatever. For an upstream, nah, you can take it. It's fine. You know, it's not like, oh, you know, a I put so much, heart, soul, and and effort into this, and it's got copyright or something like that. That's the thing. That's the thing. Why I don't put so much into it, because then it doesn't stop, especially with the way YouTube is. Thankfully, Twitch has been a lot nicer about that, which is fantastic. Is there's not nearly enough of a penalty slap, for lack of a better term, on Twitch as is for YouTube. I could have put in, hundreds of hours of work into one of those Minecraft videos, for everything. I could have made that 5.5 hour Twitch stream. I think it's one of the longest I've done, ever. Period. I was on a roll. That one's since been deleted because it died in lava and stuff like that. And I'm just all right, we're just gonna. It's kind of that hardcore mentality where I'm all right, well, and if I was close by to my stuff, I probably would have done it. But I was hundreds of thousands of blocks away, but I was thousands of blocks away.